Hello folks, welcome back to the Tiger Den for the Feudin'Fowls versus the Olympians. Today the Fowls have Gunnar Sardee on the hill and Adeline McClary gets the start for the Olympians. And Louis Huber is going to lead it off here for the Feudin'Fowls. Power versus righties has been activated. And he fouls that one off to the right side. McClary's a little bit more of a power pitcher. You can see that 101 on the gun. As I say that, that one's fouled away. Four-seamer, slider, curve, change. That one's popped up to Mullins for out number one. Kellen Moran comes in. Shortstop. Pops that one up. And Bowles makes the catch for out number two. Taylor Schmidt steps in. Third baseman here for the Fowls. So McClary's ERA is quite inflated. That one's grounded back to McClary for the last out of the inning. ERA was up over 15. Had a rough start last time, so seeing if she can bounce back. As Bernal steps in, having himself a good start to his season. And he rips that one to Moran for the first out of this half of the inning as Gertie Booper steps in. Also doing quite well. See, Sardee's not as much of a power guy. That one's off of Moran's glove there at short. And now we have a runner on as Ellie Mullins steps in. That's a pitch out just to see if the runner was going to go. Very good speed on the bases right now for the Olympians. 3-0. That one's hit into left field, knocks off the wall, gets away from Huber, and the runner advances to third. So now runners on the corners, one out. Here in the bottom first for the Olympians, and Joy Trixter comes in. We've seen her do damage before with runners on base. So Sardee is not a big velocity or junk pitcher, more of an accuracy guy. Just puts the ball there, lets the defense do the work. The 2-2 now to Trixter. That one's hit. And Moran dives. I don't think there's not going to be a play, so that run scores. Let's count that as an infield hit there for Joy Trixter as Marty Hull, the catcher, steps in. 2 on, and still only 1 out. One now to Hull. That one's hit quite well. Let's see, does it have the distance? It does. That is a home run into the little walkway back there in front of the fast food sign. 424-foot shot. Marty Hull's first of the year, 5th RBI. A 3-run dinger. And the Olympians take the 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Panada steps in now. First baseman for the Olympians. It's a I don't think we've seen a ball hit there yet this year. Out to that little fast food joint. That one's popped up. And Sardee takes it himself. Brings up Neil Shaw, center fielder for the Olympians. For number 7 hitter, he has a heck of a lot of RBIs. Tells you something about this Olympians lineup. A lot of people get on base in front of him. Olympians are 6-1 on the season so far. Fouls are 3-4. That's fouled away. 2-2 now. And grounded to Moran for the final out of the inning. So the Olympians strike first. 4 runs, big 3-run dinger there as we travel to the top of the second. 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for the Fowls. Taverna steps in. Batting a .167. Like to have a better start to her season. That one's popped up. And that's carrying. And Bernal puts it away. I actually thought that might go out there for a second. Oliver Hanna steps in. DH. And that one hangs up there. But he pops it up. And Bernal puts it away for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here as Marcos Lester steps in. He has a lot of RBIs too. You know, middle of the lineup though, you kind of expect that from your middle lineup. Shattered bat, grounder to Bowles for the final out of the inning. So the Fowls go down in order. And the Olympians 8-9-1 coming up. As Werner foul. Well, this is going to be awkward. Werner fouls up against the Fowls. If he signs with the Fowls during the offseason, that would be a foul on fouls. That one's nubbed. Too slow at first. He takes it himself for the first out. Liam Bowles comes in, 0.95 so far to start the season. You see a lot of power, a lot of production out of the first part of this lineup. Not so much for the bottom, I would say 2, I guess. And that's out number 2 to Moran. Right back to the top of the order here with Bernal. He's locked in. Sardie is kind of a long man for the Fowls. Starter and reliever, kind of works within both roles. And that one's fouled away. The 2-2 now to Bernal. And, oh, kind of a high and inside strike. I don't know about that one. So he's down on strikes. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Feudin'Fowls here in the top of the third. McClary's looking locked in. See that ERA was hovering around 15 at the start of this game. It's now at 9.82. That one's hit very well. Is that off the foul pole? It's just foul. Slow almost had a solo shot, and he strikes out. He was about a foot away from a solo shot off the foul pole. Instead, he's down on strikes. It brings up McForsham, right fielder for the Feudin'Fowls. He pops that one up. Let's see who takes that. Is that going to be Mullins? No, it's going to be Bernal. Mullins traveled a long way for that, though. So a quick 2 outs here. Brings up Rake Navarro. Looking to break the ice here, Navarro is. Still does not have a hit this season. We're 7 games in. This would be game number 8 for both these teams. 100 miles an hour on the gun there from McClary. And she puts him down. 87 mile an hour changeup there. That's a big difference. Whew. Good pitch in there by McClary. That brings up Gertie Booper, 1 for 1 today. Big curveball there. Big 12-6 curveball from Gunnar Sardie. 1-1. That one's hit off Schmidt's glove. And she can't recover and make the play, so the Olympians have Booper on. And that brings up Mullins. Mullins has had a rough start to her season, too. For the top half of this order, for as good as everyone has been. That's to Moran. And he throws over. And, oh, wow. Threw her out at first. That was a close play. Runner advances to second, so Booper's on second as Trickster comes in. That was a very close play at first. That one's grounded. Little hopper, little Sunday hop there. And Trickster runs it out. So Trickster again with an infield hit. And runners in the quarters again. Marty Hull, though. Oh, that gets away. And, oh, safe. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That got away from the catcher there. And I would call that a pass ball on the catcher. So Trickster advances to second. The Olympians get the run there, 5-0. And it's 3-2 to Marty Hull. Hull hits that one quite well. And that one's gone. Is that Marty Hull's second home run of the game? 404 feet. He's got 5 RBIs, this guy, today. Holy cow. Olympians take the 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. It's a ball inside. Got 87 on the gun there from Sardie. That's probably about tops at, might top out at maybe mid-90s, but walks him there. That brings up Shaw. Olympians got pretty decent speed up and down the lineup. Shaw slaps that one, and that gets over into the pines. Home run. It's just snuck over the fence there. 399-foot shot into the pines. Neil Shaw, second homer, 10th ribby of the year. That brings up foul 0 for 1 today, but the Olympians take the 9-0 lead, and yes, we're gonna have Humphrey come in. Humphrey's kind of another long man for the Fowls, so looking to do some cleanup work here. Ugly, ugly game so far for the Fowls pitching staff. But Humphrey's been pretty solid out of the pen, Fowls fans. 6.23 ERA, that's not bad for Cheese League. That one's off Moran's glove. Fowls are having a rough game in the infield too. See one off Fowls' glove, or off the shortstop's glove, off Moran's glove. That was Moran to Taverna to Slow for the double play at the end of the inning. Moran had one tick off his glove. Schmidt had one tick off her glove. So kind of a rough defensive showing here for the Fowls. But nonetheless, they got out of that inning. And now we have their top of the order up, Louis Huber. He fouls that one away. McClary looking quite comfortable, locked in. 27 pitches here in the top of the fourth. That one's right back up the middle. Booper takes it for out number 1. Moran up. He's 0 for 1 today. And strike on the outside part of the plate. Curveball there. And high gas, 97, tried to get him a chase. That one's hit. Oh, Mullins, diving catch. Nice catch there by second baseman, Ellie Mullins. Brings up Schmidt. And Olympians fans, I think, wanted that one. That one was pretty darn close. 1-1 now. And working back, 1-2. Popped up into the triangle area, and that gets into the stands. And that one got her chasing high. Let's see who takes that. And Booper takes it. I wasn't sure who was going to catch that. Final out. Olympians have top of the order coming up. Bernal's 0 for 2 today. It's not like him. He's hitting well over 400. 93 in the gun there. So yeah, oh, I apologize. This is a different pitcher. I was going to say Sardee hits about 93, but it's Muhammad Humphrey. I forgot. We had a pitching change. He's a little bit higher in the velocity. Not more of a velocity pitcher. You see 4-seamer, 2-seamer. Like that, we'll work a changeup in there. Kind of trick the hitters. So Booper steps in now. That one's hit to Schmidt for the second out. Bit of fuzz in the background there. That one guy wearing his shirt. Ellie Mullins steps in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Olympians lead at 9-0. 1-2 now on Mullins. And grounded. We'll hop off the mound to Taverna to Slow for the third out. So Taverna will actually lead it off here, 4, 5, and 6 for the Feudin'Fowls. And McClary's stats are not going down at all. You can see velocity, junk, accuracy still all up in a very comfortable place. 41 pitches now here in the top of the fifth. That's pretty darn good. And there's a base hit. So Taverna's on base. So Taverna's on. That brings up Hannah. DH for the Feudin'Fowls. 96-mile-an-hour fastball low. And a little off-speed pitch there. And again, a little changeup. Try to get him. And working him off the plate now. And, ooh, the changeup got him again there. Brings up Marcos Lester. He's 0 for today so far. Still a runner on first for the Fowls in the top of the fifth. And quickly 0-2 on Lester. Grounded in front of the plate. Foul ball. Popped up. And gets out of play off the screen. And ball 95 in the inside corner. And Panada took that himself, stepped on second, tried to get the out at stepped on first, tried to get the out at second, was unsuccessful. So now there's 2 outs, runner on second for Rod Slow. Struck out his last time up, missed a home run by about a foot. And grounds this one to Panada, who will take it himself for the final out. Olympians fans pretty happy with the results so far of this game. That was 4, 5, and 6 up. The bottom half of the 5th. Humphrey's doing a good job of settling down the Olympians hitters, though. The 2-1 now to Trickster. That's grounded to Taverna for the first out. Here's a Marty Hull. Marty Hull's 2 for 2 with 2 dingers, 5 RBIs today. Absolutely bananas game that Marty Hull's having. The 1 and 2 on Hull. Grounds that one. Stays in the park this time in the infield. And Slow takes it for the out at first. That brings up Panada. 0 for 1 with a walk. Humphrey is looking locked in. That's exactly what the Fowls need right now. 96 on the gun from Humphrey. That one's hit up the middle. So the Olympians, 2 outs, have a runner on first. Brings up Neil Shaw. And strike there. Fans did not like that, thought that was a little high. Fowls didn't like that, they thought that was right there. 3 and 1 now to Shaw. And, ooh, striking the outside part of the plate. That one's hit quite well. That's traveling. And it gets over the fence. Holy cow. Into the little pines there. 389 feet. Neil Shaw, have yourself a game. I believe you, that's a second homer of the game too, I think. Brings up foul. And that one's to Taverna for the final out of the inning. So the Olympians strike again, get 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 5th. They lead it 11-0. I believe if it weren't for Schmidt, I think this would be a no-hitter here for McClary. Evans is now, that's hit right at Mullins for the first out. Evans now defensive replacement at first base for Panada for the Olympians. Rick Navarro steps in. Looking for that icebreaker. It's 0-2. And ooh, that would have been, if Hull would have caught that one, that might have been called strike 3. That one's foul. 1-2 now on Navarro. Try to get him chase high. And checking, but didn't go. Walk prone is activated. Oh, they got him to chase. He swung at ball 4. Brings up Louis Huber, top of the order here for the Feudin'Fowls. As we see McClary's stamina and stats quickly actually past the 68 pitch mark now. Ooh, that one's cue ball. Do you see the way that spin on that? So I think that might be the end of McClary for today. Let's see if they let her finish off the game. All of her stats are flashing red though. Brings in Liam Bowles, number 9 hitter here for the Olympians. He hits a base hit into left field. Humphrey's done an admirable job out there in the hill for the Fowls. Top of the order, Bernal up now. And 2 balls, no strikes. And 3-0. 3-1 now to Bernal. And he's walked. So Humphrey walks Bernal. And the Olympians have 2 on, no outs. Brings up Gertie Booper. Takes the ball outside. And this is getting dangerous here. Can't have too many runners on base. This is a very dangerous part of the lineup that you're coming to. And that's a base hit. Booper hits that one up the middle. They're sending the runner home. The play at the plate, no play. And both runners advance. So now the Olympians take a 12-0 lead with runners on second and third, no outs. And Kruger's coming in out of the Fowls pen. That one's hit. Does that get over the big wall? It does not. That is the first out. They throw to third. Oh, they double her up. So just like that, Olympians get another run there. But the Fowls are able to double it up, so 13-0 now. Oh, that's off Slow's glove. Let's see if they can recover. And they do for out number 3. So let's see if McClary comes back out. Olympians got 2 more runs there that inning. And no, they're bringing in Blaze. Ball outside from Blaze. Sports a 4-seamer, cut fastball. That one's hit. And Shaw kind of traps it. A little short hop there. And the Fowls have a base runner on. Schmidt steps in. Blaze, 4-seamer, cutter, curveball, change. Has a 0 ERA and a 1.15 whip. And that is really darn good in the Cheese League this year coming out of the bullpen. Bullpens have been hit pretty hard. The 2-2 now to Schmidt. And that one, wow, Mullins. Diving catch. Mullins is having a heck of a day defensively out of second base. Taverna steps in, 1-1, pops that one. Foul ball. That one's hit. Should be no problem there for Shaw, and it's not. That's out number 2, so the Fowls are down to their final out here. The top of the 7th, that brings up Oliver Hanna. DH for today. He's feeling quite tense, only batting a $190. And that's a strike in there from Blaze. Grounded, Mullins to Evans for the final out of the game. So, what an offensive clinic there from the Olympians. 0-2-0 for the Fowls. If it weren't for, I believe, Schmidt and one other Fowls player. We'll see real quick. 13-0 for the Olympians. 13-0. They just, it was Moran and Taverna, my bad. Moran and Taverna, the only 2 hits on the Fowls side, but quite a hitting display there on the Olympian side. Marty Hull, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Shaw also had 2 home runs and 4 ribbies. So McClary gets the win. She bumped her ERA down from 15 to start the game to now 4.70. That is her first win of the season, too. Sardee gets the loss, and he had kind of a rough outing. His inflated ERA to 19. And we look at our top 3 players. Marty Hull, really no surprise there, 2 for 3. Well, actually wasn't hit quite well until we came into this game. 2 for 3, 2 homers, 5 ribbies, 2 runs. Neil Shaw, 2 for 3, 2 homers, 4 ribbies, 2 runs. And then McClary, of course, 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. Really, really good game for the Olympians. So they improved their record now to 7-1. Fowls go to 3-5. So we'll see how things play out through the rest of the season. Again, this is only game number 8, so got lots more baseball to come. And game number 38 overall. So that's how it shapes out. Thank you so much for watching here at Cheese League Baseball on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Geek_Cheese for schedule announcements and updates And also be sure to hit the subscribe button on our page and hit the little bell there too, so you get notifications when new games pop up. All right, folks, have a good one. Take care. Olympians win.